the art of short stories, a journey into literary elements. Hello everyone and welcome to our exploration of the fascinating world of short stories. I am Jazly Barcoma.
I am Joseph Estrada.
I am Gloria Montesa and
Virgil Duran.
And today we will dive deep into the elements that make short stories a captivating form of literature. In this presentation, we'll uncover the magic behind plot, character, settings, conflict, and theme. Whether you're an avid reader, an aspiring writer, or simply curious about storytelling, this presentation is for you. These are 6 elements of short story: character, settings, plot, conflict, theme, and point of view.
character. The character in a short story is a person in someone's story, an animal who take part in the action of the story or other literary work. The most important characters in a short story are protagonist and antagonist. Protagonist, the main character or most important of all characters. Antagonist, the character that challenge the main character.
Setting, the place or locate and time or period when the story happens is called the setting. The setting may be based on real place and real time, or it may also be based on author's imaginations.
The plot, the actual story. It is what the story is all about. It also the series of events and characters, action that lead to the highest point of interest in a short story. These are parts of a plot: exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution.
The exposition, the beginning of the story. This is where the author introduces the characters, identifies where the story is happening, and establish the main conflict. Rising action. It occurs as begin to move throughout the story. This is where conflicts start to build. Climax, the most exciting part of a short story. This is part in the story when important decisions are made or important things are discovered.
Falling action occurs after the climax as the problem in the story start to work themselves out. The excitement becomes less and less as the conflict is resolved.
Resolution, the solution to the problem in a story. The solution may not be what you hope for, but as long as it fits the story in tone and depth, the conflict has been resolved.
Devised by 19th century German playwright Gustav Freytag, Freytag's pyramid is a paradigm of dramatic structure, outlining the key step in successful storytelling: exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. This is the example of Freytag's pyramids in Cinderella's story.
Conflict, problem faced by the character happen. Conflict happen when characters are against each other like team in a game or two groups fighting on the playground. Types of conflicts: man versus man, man versus nature, man versus himself, man versus society.
Theme. This is the central idea in short story and a general truth. This is considered as the author's message to readers.
And point of view. This is the way story told or narrated. It's also known as the vantage point that a writer used to narrate the story.
Last is types of point of view. First person. The narrator participates in and tells the story using the pronoun I. Second person. The narrator relates the experience using second person pronoun like you and your. Thus you become the protagonist, you carry the plot, and your fate determine the story.